The first time a driver who hit and killed two construction workers on I-69 is sharing his story of what happened on the day of the crash.
It happened last May, but as of tonight, driver Jordan Stafford has not been criminally charged. Stafford has also not talked publicly about the crash until now.
Call 6 investigator Kara Kinney has the exclusive story.
We'd like to talk to you, get your side of the story. Would you be willing to come out and talk to us?
Story with what?
We tracked down Jordan Stafford, who has not been criminally charged in the I-69 crash that killed construction workers Kenneth Dewerson Jr. and Cody Demos. Demos's parents want to know exactly what happened the morning of May 9th, 2014.
I know that no matter what happens, at the end of the day, it's not going to bring him back to us. But I just feel like there has to be some kind of answers.
The case is still under investigation more than a year later.
What happened that day? The family wants to know.
I was driving down the road. It was 5:30 in the morning. Next thing you know, I'm looking forward. There's a guy in front of me. He goes swerving into the next lane. I'm staring at him. So I look back forward. I finally seen reflector tape on the sign that was folded down, shut off. There was no lights, nothing.
Stafford says he jerked the wheel into the next lane, trying to miss the workers.
There's skid marks that fly into the next lane. That's me slamming on the brakes and ripping my wheel to the right. I wasn't trying to hit nobody.
They say they still haven't gotten an apology from you. Do you want to say anything to them?
I would say, even if I saw them to their face, I would say the same thing I'm saying to you now, and that's, I'm sorry, and there's nothing I could ever do to make up for what happened.
Stafford was ticketed and fined more than $600 for the crash that killed Cody and Kenneth, but Stafford has not paid those fines or shown up for a driver education class.
Because that's me admitting guilt to killing two people. That's me saying, yeah, I killed them on purpose. That's me saying, yeah, go ahead and take me to prison for manslaughter, when no, I did not kill those people on purpose. You couldn't see anything. It was pitch black, and they're in the middle of the fast lane. It's both people's fault. That's how I see it.
IOSHA's investigation of the crash revealed no violations for the contractor, Reith Riley, and found the work zone met safety standards. IOSHA did, however, issue this letter to INDOT and Reith Riley, suggesting they take additional safety measures, including the use of protective barriers to shield workers, enhanced training for setting up and breaking down a construction zone, and lastly, evaluate using police to give drivers advance warning, particularly in high-speed, high-traffic areas. Stafford says this is proof he's not entirely to blame.
They should have had their lights on. They should have been lit up. Could I have been paying attention better? Yeah.
Stafford does not believe he will be criminally charged in the crash.
If I was guilty of manslaughter, I would not be here right now. I would be in prison.
The Demoses are waiting for a call that Stafford has been charged.
All you can do is pray that justice will be served and that the right thing happens.
Kara Kinney, RTV 6.
A crash report obtained by Call 6 investigators shows Jordan Stafford tested negative for alcohol, and his phone also showed zero activity at the time of the crash.
We also reached out to the Indiana Department of Transportation about the construction zone set up the morning of May 9th, 2014. An agency spokesperson says as law enforcement and the prosecutor complete their investigations, INDOT will look at potential improvements to policies and procedures.